everyone, I have exciting news. I'm pregnant again with my second boy due in November. So I'll be making some prenatal workouts that I'll be posting on Wednesdays on my app, website, and YouTube membership. I will still be posting my normal Mondays and Friday workouts that are non-prenatal. I worked really hard and made these workouts prior to being pregnant in the beginning of the first trimester. I hope you enjoy this first prenatal workout, and if you want more, you can always join the YouTube membership or my app, website, Pilates Body with Michelle. Hey everyone, this reformer workout is going to be a full body prenatal class. For this class, we're going to use a set of dumbbells, light dumbbells. I have 2 pounds. You can go heavier or lighter, but I'd recommend going on the lighter side. You could place that on the ground. I also have a yoga block for laying on my side, and then I have my platform extender that I'm going to stand on. You could also have your box if you want to be higher. And if your machine is low to the ground, then you don't need either. Also, if you're over 20 weeks pregnant, I would recommend getting a Pilates wedge if you have it for footwork and feet in straps. You don't have to have it, but if we are on our back, try limiting laying down on your back for more than 5 minutes. And if it is longer than 5 minutes, just sit up and then lay back down. So we're going to start with double leg footwork. I have on 2 reds, a blue, and a white. That's 2 heavy, a medium, and a light spring. If you want to go heavier, 3 reds, 3 heavy. If you want to go lighter, do 2 reds and a blue, 2 heavy, and a medium. We don't need the weights for now. Let's lay down on our back. We're going to start in Pilates V. So toes are on, heels are together, V position. Keep that neutral spine. Take an inhale. And exhale, press out, resist it down. Squeezing those heels together, lengthening long through those legs. Exhaling as you press out, resisting it down. Five more here. Last one, you're going to press it all the way out. Come in halfway, hold it, and little pulses, up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Going slow, feel those quads. Three more. Last one, press it all the way out, full extension. Now separate the heels so the feet are parallel and bend the knees all the way in, all the way out. So pressing through the balls of your toes, keeping that neutral spine. Exhaling to press. The last one, press it all the way out. Come in halfway, hold it, and pulse it up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Try to keep those heels high. Feel those quads. The last one, press it all the way out. Keep those legs straight. Lower the heels all the way down, all the way up for calf raises. Getting a stretch in the calves as you lower, but working them as you lift up. Five more. Last one. Drop one heel low. Take a little stretch. Then lift both heels high. Drop the other heel. And lift. Now pick up the pace. Going into running or prancing. Make sure both heels meet at the top. Last one, take a stretch again. Just breathe into it. And switch. Drop the other heel low. And then pull the carriage all the way in. Bring the heels wide to second position. Have that slight turn out. Flex the feet. Press it out. Resist in. Think about zipping up through those inner thighs. Feel the wrapping around of the glutes. Five more full range. Last one. Come in halfway, hold it, and pulse it up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Last one, press it all the way out, full extension. Come all the way in, drop down to your toes wide in second position. Keep that slight turn out, heels are lifted, and press out. Last position. Squeezing the glutes and quads at the top. Five more. Last one. Come in halfway, hold it, and little pulses for 10. Keep those heels high. Last 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out, full extension. Come all the way in. We're gonna roll on up. We're gonna change our springs, do a little upper body facing the back. I'm gonna lower the headrest all the way into the flat position. If you feel more comfortable sitting higher on a box, you could put your box on long ways. I'm gonna put on one blue, one white. That's a medium and a light. If you wanna go heavier, you could do one red spring, one heavy spring. If you wanna go lighter, one blue, one medium. So I'm gonna sit with my legs through the headrest. You could also have your legs wider, or like I said, sitting on a box. Sitting tall, fingertips are long, arms are straight. Chest expansion, press the hands past the hips. Resist it forward. Think about lengthening the crown of the head to the ceiling. Make sure you're not leaning forward or back as you bring those arms past your hips. Exhaling to press. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back. Last one. Hold it back. Hold it for 5, 4, straight arms, 3, 2, 1. Glide those arms forward, palms up to the ceiling. I'm going to sit up tall for this bicep curl. So curl it in, extend it out. Hinging at the elbow joint. Make sure the shoulders aren't rocking forward and back. Five more here. Last one. Hold it halfway. Don't move the carriage. Just press one arm up slightly and down. So isometrically working those biceps. Little press. Keep dropping the shoulders away from the ears as you press that hand up. One more each side. And release. Now we're going to cross the straps. Place your hands through the ropes up to your elbows. So sitting up tall, palms are facing your face. We're going to open those arms out to the side, squeeze the upper back and shoulders. Release it back to center. So as your arms open, you're not leaning back. Trying to squeeze the upper back and shoulders. Five more here. And last one. Just hold it back. Hold that squeeze. 5, lengthen the neck. 4, drop the shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to reach those arms forward. Keep the straps crossed. I'm just going to grab up higher by the buckles. We're going to do a narrow row and release. So just working on those posture muscles. Focus on holding that squeeze for a second and releasing. It might feel easy, but then we're going to go into a single arm row. Keeping those elbows narrow as you pull. Two more. Now we're just going to pull that right arm, row it narrow, and release. So the left arm kind of just stays out in front of you. Right arm pulls. Try not to rotate the torso. 5 more. Last one. Now switch arms. Pull that left arm narrow, right arm stays in front, and release. Sitting up tall through that spine. Five more on this left side. And last one. Release it all the way out. Uncross the straps, and then you're going to drop the left strap into the well and hang up the right strap. You can bring that headrest up, and I'm going to grab the yoga block to lay on sideways. Now we're going to change our springs. I'm going to do one blue spring, one medium spring. I'm making it lighter. If you want to go heavier, you could do a blue and a white spring, a medium and a light. And then I'm going to grab one of the dumbbells. So laying down, I'm going to start on my left side. Make sure your bottom is to the back of the carriage but not off. And grab the strap and place it on your right foot. Now we're going to grab that weight in the right hand. We're going to start with that right knee bent and then the right elbow bent. We're going to press that right leg out and then kick that weight out and then bend in. So full extension of the arm and leg. Lifting up through that bottom left rib. Five more here. This next one, we're going to press out, keep the arm and leg straight. Now we're going to go into big arm circles. We're going to sweep the arm and leg forward, bring it up to the ceiling and down. So you can shorten the range of motion if you want. Make sure the arm and leg are straight though. You can always put the dumbbell down if you don't want to use it. Three more circles in this direction. And reverse directions with the circle. Bring the arm and leg up to the ceiling, drop it in front, and sweep it back for 10. Last one. Sweep that leg back. Now we're going to bend the knee and elbow, external rotation. Now we're going to press the leg out as you press that weight up to the ceiling and then bend everything back in. So make sure that shin is lifted, that you're not dropping the heel to your bottom. 4 more. And last one. Now bend the arm and knee in, hold it there. Now we're going to lower the arm and leg down, little fire hydrants, and a rear deltoid lift for 10. Try to keep that carriage still. Last variation here. And last one. Release. You can take your foot out of that strap and drop the strap into the well. We're going to sit on up and do a figure 4 stretch to stretch out that glute. So cross that right leg over the left and lean into it. Breathing into that stretch. And release. Now I'm going to pull out my platform extender just to stand on, just so I'm a little bit higher. You could also use your blocks, or you could stand on the floor if you're taller, and just bring it back just a little bit. We're going to go into some carriage kick lunging. So I grabbed both dumbbells. If you find that your balance is a little bit off during pregnancy, it can be off, then just use one dumbbell, and you can have the other hand on the foot bar. You're going to stand on the platform with your left foot, and then your right foot will be up against the shoulder rest. We're going to lean that chest forward, just a flat back. Make sure the neck is long, palms are facing each other. You're going to press the carriage back, do a rear deltoid fly, and then pull it in. So as you press back through that right leg, squeeze that right glute. You should feel it activate since we already warmed it up. Keeping that core tight as much as you can and balancing through that left leg. We have 5 more here. Last one. Bring those weights down, lift that chest up. Now we're going to go into a lunge. You can always keep that right knee down on the carriage if you want. You're going to go back into a lunge. We're going to lift up, bring those weights in front of you. Bring those arms out to a T and back in front. So lower the weights, go into a lunge. As I lift up, I'm bending that right knee just to make it more comfortable so it's not so much of a stretch of the hip flexor. And again, you don't have to do the arms if you don't want. Few more here. You can always take a breather if you need. And last one. and release. Now just place those dumbbells down. You can push that platform extender underneath your machine. And then we're going to go into a single thigh stretch. So left foot stays on the floor. Push the carriage back, tuck the pelvis under, and press that right hip flexor forward. Breathing into that stretch. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears. And pull the carriage all the way in. Straighten that left leg. Lift the toes up to the ceiling. Press the carriage back slightly. And then lean that chest forward. Trying to get a stretch through the back of the left leg. And then pull the carriage all the way in. Bring that right knee back a little bit up against the shoulder rest. Grab your foot and then pull that heel in towards your bottom, trying to get a stretch through the front of that right quad. And release. Before we go to the other side, we're going to do some forward arm work. So give those legs a little break because we're working both legs during that leg series. So hang up those reformer straps. I'm keeping on one blue spring, one medium spring. If you want to go heavier, you could do a blue and a white, a medium and a light. I'm going to sit cross-legged, but again, if you want to put your box on long ways, if that's more comfortable for you, you could do that. So grabbing the straps, palms up to the ceiling, elbows are narrow, make sure you're not leaning into the shoulder rest. And we're going to press out, resist in. So lengthening the crown of the head to the ceiling, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Two more here. And last one. Bend the elbows back. Then we're going to bring those arms overhead. We're going to have those hands as a goalpost, overhead shoulder press. So fingertips are long. You're going to press those arms up to the crease of your ceiling or towards the diagonal, and then bend the elbows back down. Exhale to press. Again, have that slight lean forward so the cables aren't pulling you back. Two more. Last one. Hold those arms overhead. Now bend the elbows, overhead triceps, and extend. So hinging at the elbow joints. The elbows are pointing forward. Try to get the full extension of the arms. Two more. Last one. Press it all the way out. Open those arms out and around. Hold those arms out to the side. Bend the elbows. Hug a tree. So squeeze those hands together and open slow. Hug a tree or chest fly, whatever you like to call it. Keep dropping the shoulders away from the ears so it's not getting into your traps. Last two. And last one. Release it back. Drop that left strap into the well and then hang up that right strap. So we're going to grab one dumbbell and we're going to lay on our right side. So if you went heavier, do a blue and a white, a medium and a light, but I'm on one blue, one medium. So laying on that right side, grab that strap and place it on the arch of your left foot. Make sure your bottom is to the back, but not off, and lifting up through that bottom right rib. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, and we're going to press that left leg and arm out, full extension, and bend it back in. Make sure the shin is parallel with the carriage. Five more here. Last one. Press everything out straight. Hold it straight. We're going to go into leg circles and arm circles. So sweep the arm and leg forward. Bring it up to the ceiling and down. Make sure the arm and leg are straight. Three more in this direction. And reverse directions. Bring the arm and leg up to the ceiling. Drop it in front and sweep it back. You can always put that weight down if your arm's getting too tired. Last one. Sweep it back. Now we're going to bend that knee in, external rotation of the arm and leg. Then we're going to press the arm and leg up and out and bend it in. Make sure you're not rolling the shoulder or the hip back too far. And keep that shin lifted. Don't let the heel drop towards your butt. Two more. Last one. Bend that arm and knee in. Hold it. Now little fire hydrants and then rear deltoid. So lower the arm and leg and lift up. Try to keep that carriage still and try to keep that elbow by your side. You can rest it on your body. 2 more. And last one. Release. Take your foot out of the strap. Drop it into the well. And then you're going to roll on up. We're going to sit on the side and cross that left leg over the right to stretch out that glute. So lean that chest forward. Breathe into that stretch. And release. Now we're going to grab either your platform extender, the box. You could stay on the floor as well. And then pull it out. We're going to grab that other dumbbell. Like I said, if your balance is a little bit off, just grab one. Place that right foot on the floor. The left foot is up against the shoulder rest. We're going to lean that chest forward. Palms are facing each other. We're going to kick the carriage out with that left leg. Bring those arms out to the side and pull it in slow. Flat back. Abs are tight as much as you can. As you press out, try to squeeze that left glute. Balancing through that right leg. Three more. And last one. And lift all the way up. So for the lunge, you can either keep that knee down or we're going to go into a full lunge. Bend that right leg. We're going to lift up. You can bend that left leg in. Bring those arms up in front of you, out to a T, back to center, and down. So lunge, lift up. Take a breather anytime or place that knee down if you need more balance. Five more. And last one. And release. Drop that knee down. You can put the weights on the floor and then push the platform extender underneath. Right foot stays on the floor. We're going to press back into a single thigh stretch. So tuck the pelvis under. Try to press that left hip forward. Relax the shoulders. And then pull the carriage all the way in, straightening that right leg. Flex the toe up to the ceiling, press back slightly, and then lean that chest forward. Trying to get a stretch through the back of the right leg. And then pull the carriage all the way in. Bring that left knee back towards the shoulder rest. And then grab that foot and try to bring that heel towards your bottom, getting a stretch in that quad. And release. Come all the way in. We're going to make our springs a little bit heavier. I'm going to do one red spring, one heavy spring for a little elephant and planking. I'll give some modifications when we get to the plank if you need them. So hands are on the foot bar. We're going to start with our heels down on the carriage. Arms are straight. You're going to press the carriage back slightly so there's one long line between your shoulders, or your hands and your shoulders. Now we're just going to press the carriage back slightly and then exhale, pull in. So this is a way to work our core without doing crunches. So keeping the shoulders still. As you pull in, try to exhale. And think about pulling the belly button to the spine as much as you can. 5 more here. And last one. Now, bring the carriage all the way in. We're going to lift our heels on top, or lift the heels up so they're resting up against the shoulder rest. Same thing, press the carriage back. Long line, press it back slightly, and then pull it in. Doesn't have to go back very far. Exhaling as you pull. Five more. And last one. Pull that carriage all the way in. Now we're going to drop down to the knees. Hands are straight. We're going to press the carriage back into a modified push-up position. Now because the springs are heavier, it's giving you more support for the abs. You're just going to press that carriage back as far as you can. And then we're going to slowly pull it in. So keep the hips still. Slowly pull. Using those lat muscles. Engaging those obliques. If you find this uncomfortable, either on your back, your abdominals, you're noticing any coning, then just do push-ups while we're here. So press it back and pull it in slow. So like I said, because we have a heavier spring, it's giving you more support, so it's not so much pressure on the abdominals. Normally, I would do this on a blue spring, a medium spring, which makes the core work a lot more. Three more. And last one. Come in. Now, I'm going to go into a full plank to tuck, but if you don't want to do that or you don't feel comfortable, you can have your hands here. You're just going to bend the knees in and then press the knees back. So you can keep the knees down, modifying this. Otherwise, we're going to go into a full plank. And you can put your heels up against the shoulder rest. You're going to press back into that plank position. Keep the shoulders still. Bend the knees in and press out for 10. You could also just hold the plank if you want. So 3 versions that you could choose from. Like I said, if you feel too much pressure on the abdominals or lower back, then just drop down to the knees. Last one. And pull the carriage all the way in, drop down to your knees. Now we're gonna add a blue spring on. So 1 red spring, 1 blue spring. We're gonna finish with feet in straps. So you can place the yoga block on the floor, hang up your straps. And we're gonna lay down on our back. So press the carriage out, 1 foot, other foot. We're going to start in frog, so toes apart, heels are together. Make sure those shins are slightly lifted. You're going to press all the way out, squeezing those heels together, resistance slow. Lengthening those legs long. Two more. Last one. Press the carriage all the way out. Turn the feet parallel, bring the legs up to the ceiling, and open out and around. So leg circles. Stabilizing the hips and pelvis. Try to let it flow. Make sure you're not opening too wide. 2 more in this direction. And reverse. Lower the legs down, open out and around. Two more. And last one. Bring those legs to the ceiling, grab the ropes, and pull those feet as close as you can towards your chest. You can separate them if you want. And then place the bottoms of your feet together and just let the feet drop to the well slightly, just opening up those hips. Just relaxing here for a second. And then pull those feet back up. Grab your toes and try to bring them closer to you. Opening up the hips and the inner thighs. And then grab the ropes. Keep the right leg bent. Slowly reach that left leg out to the side. Holding onto the ropes. You're not going too far. You want to be careful you don't stretch too much. Sometimes when you're pregnant, you think you're more flexible. So whatever you were before, try to just go to that amount of your flexibility. And then bend that left leg in, reach that right leg out. Keep that left hip down. And then bend that leg in. Carefully take your feet out of the straps, drop them into the well. We're going to roll on up and just finish with a little side stretch and shoulder stretch. So take off the red springs. So you have on one blue spring. Scoot your bottom to the front, and then hands are going to go on the foot bar. Press the carriage back, and then lean that chest forward as much as you can. Trying to get a stretch through those shoulders. And then slowly pull that carriage in. And then press back again. And pull in one more time. And pull the carriage all the way in. Now bring the right hand towards the left side of the foot bar, left arm up to the ceiling. Reach up and over. Try to lengthen through the left side. Keep that left sit bone down. And then come all the way up. Take the left hand towards the right. Right arm up to the ceiling. Reach up and over. Lengthening through the right side. Keep that right sit bone down. And come all the way up. And that is our class, everyone. I hope you guys had a great workout, and I'll see you at the next one.